You ever shake someone's hand and feel like you just gripped a limp noodle? Or worse, maybe you were the noodle. Look, we need to talk. You've probably spent hours hitting chest, arms, shoulders. Maybe you've even tracked your macros, pushed through failure, added progressive overload, all of that. But when was the last time you looked at your forearms and thought, yeah, these actually look solid? For most people, that moment never comes. Here's the thing. Forearms are the most visible part of your arms. They're out in the open all the time. You wear a t-shirt, they're on display. You carry a bag, shake a hand, grip a bar. Your forearms tell the world whether you're the real deal or just another gym bro chasing aesthetics without the foundation to back it up. And don't even get me started on grip strength. If your forearms are weak, your lifts suffer. Deadlifts, struggle, rows, limited, pull-ups, forget it. You can't pull what you can't hold. Period. Now let me be honest, I used to skip them too. I thought compound lifts would take care of it. I thought forearm training was just a bonus, not a priority. Until I saw a photo that wrecked my confidence. I was flexing. Biceps looked pumped. Triceps had definition. But there was this weird disconnect. My lower arms looked soft, narrow, almost like they didn't belong to the rest of my body. That picture humbled me. It made me realize how much I was neglecting one of the most important muscle groups in the game. So I changed my approach. I started studying anatomy, testing exercises, tracking progress, and guess what? Forearm growth isn't complicated. You just need the right exercises, real intensity, and consistency. That's what this video is about. 6 dumbbell exercises, no fluff, no machines, just results. These moves will activate your flexors, extensors, brachioradialis, and more. They'll make your arms look thicker, stronger, more complete. And yeah, people will notice. You're not here to be average. You're here to build arms that command respect. So, let's get to work. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. Exercise 1. Dumbbell rotation. This exercise doesn't look like much until your forearms start burning halfway through the first set. Dumbbell rotation is the silent killer in forearm training. It targets your brachioradialis, flexors, and extensors all at once. That means you're hitting the full spectrum of forearm muscles and building the kind of wrist control and muscle density that basic curls just can't offer. Here's how you do it right. Grab a dumbbell vertically, like you're holding a hammer. Sit or stand, elbow bent at 90 degrees, tucked tight to your side. Now, slowly rotate your wrist, turning your palm up, then down, without letting your elbow move. Sounds easy? Try doing it with perfect control and feel every fiber in your forearm fire up. Most people mess this up by rushing the movement or letting their shoulder get involved. Don't cheat. The slower and more controlled you move, the more tension you create. And tension is what builds muscle. Another huge benefit? Wrist health. This move strengthens the small stabilizing muscles around your wrist, which means better control and fewer injuries in your compound lifts. And if you've ever struggled to maintain your grip on a heavy bar, this will change the game for you. Add this to your routine just twice a week and give it 4 weeks. You'll feel the difference and see it in the mirror. And the next exercise? That's where the real forearm thickness starts to show. Exercise 2. Wrist curl. This is the move that separates guys who look strong from guys who are strong. Wrist curls target the forearm flexors, the muscles that give your inner forearms that thick, ropey look. and the crushing grip strength that actually carries over to every lift you do. If you've ever failed a deadlift, a pull-up, or even a farmer's carry because your grip gave out first, this is your fix. Now, let's clear something up. Most people treat wrist curls like an afterthought. They grab a dumbbell, bounce their hands up and down for 20 reps, and call it a day. That's not how you build real muscle. If you want growth, you need to treat this move with the same intensity you'd give your bench press. Start by sitting on a bench with your forearms resting on your thighs, palms up, dumbbells in hand. Let your wrists hang just over your knees. From there, curl your wrists only. Don't move your arms. Don't swing. Don't rush. Just lift the weight with your wrists, hold the squeeze at the top, and lower slowly. It's that stretch at the bottom and the full contraction at the top that creates the magic. Your flexors need both time under tension and a full range of motion to grow. And trust me, when you do this right, it hurts. But it's the kind of pain that turns skinny forearms into thick, veiny slabs of muscle. Do this consistently, and over time, you'll notice something crazy. Your barbell feels lighter. Your grip feels unbreakable. Your arms just look more complete. Because strong flexors change everything. They give you strength, presence, and power that no bicep curl ever will. But there's a twist to this story, and it starts with the next move. Exercise 3, Crossbody Curl. This one might look like just another bicep variation. But don't be fooled. Crossbody curls are a forearm weapon in disguise. What makes this exercise special is how it targets not just the biceps, but the brachialis and brachioradialis, the muscles that sit deeper and on the outer edge of your arms. When these grow, they push your biceps up and out, creating more thickness and that dense, rugged arm look most guys never achieve. But the real secret? It smokes your forearms. Every rep demands grip control, wrist stability, and isometric tension in your lower arms, especially when you use strict form and real focus. Here's how to do it right. Stand tall with dumbbells at your sides, palms facing your torso. Now, curl one arm across your body toward the opposite shoulder, like you're drawing a sword. Squeeze hard at the top, then lower with control. Switch arms and repeat. Avoid swinging, twisting your torso, or letting your elbow drift forward. Keep it tight. That inward angle shifts the load onto the brachialis and forces your forearms to stabilize the movement from start to finish. The pump you'll get from this is unreal. It hits deep, the kind of soreness that tells you you've finally reached the muscles that were hiding beneath the surface. It also improves muscle balance, helping you avoid those overdeveloped biceps with skinny forearms that ruin your symmetry. Add this to your routine, and your arms won't just look bigger. They'll actually function like a unit. That's how real strength is built. But hold up. If you think that's intense, wait till you see what's next. Exercise 4. Reverse wrist curl. If wrist curls build the meat of your forearms, reverse wrist curls shape the armor. This move targets the forearm extensors, the muscles on the top of your forearms that give them that thick 3D look from every angle. Most lifters completely ignore this area, and that's why their forearms look flat or unbalanced. But if you want forearms that pop, even when your arms are relaxed, this is the secret. Set it up like this. Sit on a bench with your forearms resting on your thighs, but this time with your palms facing down. Grip a light dumbbell, and yes, it should be light, because this movement isolates small, often underdeveloped muscles. Let your wrists hang off the edge, then curl your knuckles upward, squeezing hard at the top before lowering slowly. Here's where most people go wrong. They load up too much weight and start jerking the movement. That turns it into a mess and robs your extensors of the deep tension they need to grow. Go slow. Feel the contraction. Let the stretch pull your forearms open, then drive them shut again with control. The burn? It's brutal. But that's exactly why it works. Your extensors don't get hit in most exercises, so when you isolate them like this, they respond fast. Within weeks, you'll notice more thickness around your elbows, better symmetry, and even improved grip stability during heavier lifts. And there's another hidden benefit: injury prevention. Strengthening your extensors protects your wrists and elbows from strain, especially if you do a lot of pulling or pressing work. If you want forearms that look strong from the front, the side, and even behind, reverse wrist curls are non-negotiable. But we're not done yet, because the next exercise hits everything at once. Exercise 5. Alternating curl. This is the classic that never goes out of style. But the way you do it makes all the difference. Alternating curls aren't just a bicep move. Done properly, they hammer your forearms, grip, and coordination like few exercises can. That's because every rep forces your hand, wrist, and forearm to stabilize under load, especially when you twist into that peak contraction. Start with dumbbells at your sides, palms facing in. Curl one arm at a time, and as you lift, rotate your wrist so your palm faces your shoulder. Squeeze like your life depends on it. Then lower slowly, and as one arm comes down, the other begins its path up. It's a rhythm, but it's not a race. Control is key. Don't swing your back. Don't rush the reps. Focus on the squeeze, the rotation, the stretch. That's where the gains live. In the tension, not the momentum. What sets this apart from regular curls is the constant stabilization. The arm that's not curling is still holding weight. Your core has to brace, your wrists stay loaded, and your forearms? They get torched. Especially the brachioradialis, that thick strip of muscle that gives your arm that steel cable look when flexed. This movement also helps correct imbalances. You'll feel instantly if one side is weaker, tighter, or lagging behind. That's gold, because symmetry matters. You're not just training for size, you're training for control, balance, and complete development. It's simple, it's brutal, and it works. But the final move? That's the one that pulls everything together. Exercise 6. Hammer curl. If you want thicker arms and forearms that command respect, this is the finisher you can't afford to skip. Hammer curls are brutal in the best way. They hit the biceps, sure. But more importantly, they light up the brachialis and brachioradialis. These are the muscles that add depth to your arms. They're what give you that full, thick, rounded look, especially from the side view, where most arms look weakest. To do it right, grab a pair of dumbbells with a neutral grip, palms facing each other. Keep your elbows close to your body and curl both arms or alternate, depending on your training goal. But here's the rule: no swinging, no leaning back, just pure, controlled power from your arms. What separates hammer curls from regular curls is the demand on your forearms. That neutral grip forces your lower arms to do more stabilization work, and the brachioradialis gets absolutely torched in the process. It's what gives you that thick cord running down the outer arm. The kind of detail that turns heads even when your arms are relaxed. Want to know how to take it to the next level? Squeeze hard at the top and pause for a second. Don't just lift the weight. Own it. Then lower slowly, stretching the muscle under tension. You'll feel the difference immediately. Another bonus: grip strength. The wrist neutral position challenges your forearms differently. especially when you go a bit heavier. Over time, that means more control in every lift, from curls to rows to heavy carries. This move ties it all together. After hammer curls, your forearms won't just feel stronger, they'll look the part too. And now that you've got all 6, let's wrap this up right. You've got the tools now. 6 dumbbell exercises that go beyond hype. The kind of moves that actually build powerful, thick, complete forearms. But here's the truth most won't tell you. Having the right exercises is only half the battle. The other half? Showing up, consistently, with intensity, with purpose. Because these aren't magic tricks. They're weapons, and you either use them or you keep wondering why your arms never quite look the way you want. Forearm training is not optional. It's not extra. It's essential. It affects your grip, your control, your lifts, and how your entire upper body looks. When your forearms grow, everything else follows. Your physique changes. Your strength changes. Even how you carry yourself changes. And yeah, the soreness is real. The burn is brutal. But that's what makes the results worth it. You don't get dense, jaw-dropping arms by coasting. You get them by grinding through the reps that nobody else wants to do. So if you've been skipping forearms, now's the time to flip the switch. Choose 2 or 3 of these exercises, add them to your routine 2 to 3 times a week, and go all in. 4 weeks from now, you'll feel stronger. 8 weeks from now, you'll look stronger. And 12 weeks from now, people will start asking what you've been doing differently. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. And if you're serious about growing, don't just watch the video. Take action. Start today.